Alright, new recording started. This will be a short one, I think. Hopefully. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. Yeah. Things. Okay, we got a double two of a kind bonus. That's great. Oh, okay. Hello, Newman. You got another two of a kind bonus. And that's it, I guess. So we're still not quite ready for her ascension yet. Alright. Yeah, we got. Oh no, I thought I only needed one more. We're at 19. I thought we were at 29. Jesus, I need 11 more puzzle pieces for her to be able to ascend. That might take a while. Alright, well, all the more reasons to just go ahead and spend an upgrade here. Alright, another backpack increase. Not bad. I can just get another one. Damage increase. Always important. Well, something's going on here. Chest. It's a bomb necklace. Poison rock. We didn't quite manage to finish out the ice pickaxes, sadly. That was my main goal in like keeping it and using it. No, we only got two. One, two. The third one is still a mystery. Okay. Um. So okay, let's just do one more real quick and then we'll stop. My controller's low on battery. Just switch them real quick. Let's battle. Oh my god. Really? On the first fight? Oh my god. Okay, we need to reroll some. Oh, but we can't. Oh yeah, we do have a free reroll. So I guess we can reroll. Let's reroll. Okay, I'll do another reroll for just 10. Let's do it. Alright. I feel pretty good now. Let's try it like this. Ah, let's go. I want both of these. Let's increase our crit chance. Oh. I'm so freaking sleepy right now. Okay. Battle. Yeah. Battle. Okay, mirror armor. Attack speed, damage. All good. Alright, we finally got some real armor. My armor is crazy. Okay. I guess it doesn't make sense not to use that on that. We don't need that much armor. Blue, 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 blue. What's PG?
Hey y'all, it's been a while. Before anything, I want to come on here and thank every single one of you that has helped and supported me throughout this journey. That being said, this is my last video on Jackson and the Team Dark Gaming situation. When it comes to this entire situation, I have not regretted posting my video and speaking about my situation once. However, I realized that there's no real point in me continuing to be active in it, as I have seen all I have needed to see. I will say, I apologize for my absence, but my first year of college was absolutely thrown me. Still patrolizing me, so don't ask for my grades. Yet, during my absence, a lot has transpired. One of the things being Jackson's live stream. A couple days after I dropped my video, Jackson went live to address the allegations made against him in a live stream called TSG is the Fan. Also, one thing before I get into everything, it has come to my attention that Team Sonic Gaming has rebranded to Team Dark Gaming. For whatever reason they decided to rebrand, my titles and maybe even my thumbnails will reflect this change, as well as me addressing the change in the description of my videos. That being said, going back to the live stream, that live stream was about 3 hours. However, in that 3 hour live stream, he spoke about my situation, the situation at hand, mind you, for about 5 to 6 minutes. And during him speaking about my situation, he left out about 95% of what I spoke about, and then completely half-assed and twisted the other 5% of the situation that he did decide to speak about. He mentioned the fact that
I got poison. I do poison spread.
however, that was the only thing he admitted to. Although he did speak about the fact that he did ask me about where I was during the time his grandmother passed away, he did not address the fact that he was guilt-tripping me in that same conversation, in which he used the fact that both his friend and his grandmother passed away to emotionally manipulate me. Despite what some may say, I'm very sure he knew what he was doing, because he was a grown adult and multiple other people that have been around him all the way back from 2016 have mentioned that he's done similar things in the past. However, on this specific topic, when Jackson addressed me in his video, he made a claim that I was claiming that he groomed me through manipulation of my animal. That is not what I said. In my video and document, in that specific group of screenshots, I brought up the definition of grooming, read out that screenshot, and then said, the one that I mainly want to focus on under key characteristics is manipulation. That is exactly what Jackson was doing in those messages. Never once did I say that Jackson manipulated me so he must have groomed me, because that wouldn't have been true. If you continued watching my video, you'd see that I brought up the other sets of screenshots, the ones that you conveniently failed to mention. And I said that those on top of the manipulation makes your behavior towards me fall under the category of grooming, because it does. For those of you who are getting upset with me for using a quote-unquote AI definition, I use the Google AI Overview, a service that pulls from multiple different sources, some examples being the NSPCC, the National Office of Child Safety, Bravehearts, National Children's Alliance, Presidium, and more, all of which being child safety websites, some of which being government-owned. The AI Overview simply condenses that information and puts it in an easily readable format, which I decided to use because I deemed that it'd be easier than showing screenshots from every single source. Despite the fact that it's an AI overview, all of the sources that overview pulled from were reputable sources. Jackson's overall explanation of the situation in his live stream was piss poor, and his sorry excuse of an apology was just insult to injury. And the fact that he proceeded to talk about other random stuff for hours after that, including Anthony, who's not even close to a relevant topic in this entire situation, was the final nail in the coffin. I genuinely believe that him going over the other random slash unasked for stuff in that video was an attempt to brush my situation
What am I doing?
after giving an overall crappy explanation of the whole thing. And for those of you that I've interacted with that have accepted that apology without further questions, even after you've watched my video on the topic, I truly worry for your ability to comprehend one's actions and intentions behind them, especially considering that this one is just blatantly in your face.
I have no idea what she's talking about. I'm gonna move on.
This is a part of the documents that they filed. The Kleins are dual Israeli-American citizens. Hila was born and raised in Israel, where she served as a secretary during her mandatory conscription into the Israeli Defense Forces. Although both Ethan and Hila are highly supportive of Palestinian self-determination, extremely critical of Israel and its government, the Kleins support a two-state solution as the best long-term solution to the conflict. Not relevant to the case at all, but put that in there. In the wake of October 7th, Hassan emerged as the modern incarnation of the Grand Mufti.
Okay, we don't want max health. We just want large bag and dodge.
Hassan became a passionate advocate and highly charismatic leader.
Oh crap! I accidentally pushed L1 and bought the extra slot. Oh no, I didn't.
Pages after pages.
It's that I have the. I don't even know.
This one. Was this address this?
Yeah, I think I accidentally pressed L1 and bought the extra slot.
Literally, this is from the,
Damn
this
it!
is from the actual court documents. It's not a joke. Al Husseini meets Adolf Hitler, November 28, 1941. He's saying, I became the Grand Mufti of Palestine. In the Denham's lawsuit, Hassan is compared to the Grand
Oh well.
Mufti of
Now that I have it, I might as well use it.
Al Husseini, Hassan uses massive platform to spread genocidal rhetoric about anyone advocating for the right of Jewish self-determination in their ancestral homeland, i.e. Zionists. The primary difference between Hassan, remember, this is a copyright suit. Is this fair use or not? And there are so many fraudulent ass charlatan bitches all over the commentary sphere that looked at this suit and were like, this is awesome. Everything is above board here. This is fantastic. What are you talking about? It's a copyright suit. It's not even against me. It's a copyright suit against Denham's. This is what I mean when I say we have a crisis in stupidity. We have a crisis in illiteracy. There is a real, genuine crisis that so many people watch this
Armor's holding up.
and went to like perverted, weird ass fake lawyer YouTube pages where they were like, well, I wear a suit and I'm giving you expert analysis. I'm a lawyer. And everyone was like, oh my God, this is actually incredible. Oh my God, this is peak lawyering. It's over. It's so over. Denham's is 1,000,000% done. Denham's is 2,000,000% done. Hassan's friend Denham's is dead. The only reason why Case Run had to concede and settle was because she didn't have enough money. At some point, someone has to literally talk to this man and be like, dog, you have kids. You have businesses. You're throwing everything by the wayside. What the f are you doing? You've leaned into some of the biggest weirdos on the internet because they're the last people that will offer you a crumb of support. And he just doesn't listen. He doesn't listen to anything. He does not listen to anything. Last year, when he told Ethan Klein to drop the lawsuits, the fake YouTube lawyer said, you don't know anything about copyright. Yeah. Hassan, please stop pretending you understand anything about copyright. You can barely read properly. How'd that work out for you? Lego mindset? Here's the thing. Here's the problem. These guys are losers. And they're morons. But the audience demands this kind of moronic attitude. So for them, they won't get punished. I don't think that there is going to be an actual come to Jesus.
Okay, wave 15
I don't think there is going to be an actual
is here. The final wave.
for any of these guys.
So I should try to upgrade my stuff a little if possible.
Doesn't want to know.
Okay, we got the
They
shield.
just want to keep fighting. They want to keep fighting women in general. They want to keep fighting Muslims. None of these creators have even tweeted about it. Yeah, because they're moving on. They're going to move on to the next thing. And they're wrong all the time. I got to say for this so far.
I mean, like, I feel like that you super obviously fail the fair use stuff when you literally say, I'm going live, watch this so we can deprive the original owner of views, and like it's probably the dumbest possible thing you can say relating to this, and all of these creators are like clearly acting with malice as well, although with malice doesn't matter that much for fair use. Except maybe for the purpose of character being maybe if you're doing maliciously, but I mean they kind of are fucking themselves as hard as possible. If you're fighting with somebody, you hate somebody, you want them to die, and you want to be as unhinged as possible, it's kind of stupid to give them such an easy way out.
Like, this is what I mean. This is precisely what I'm talking about. They're always wrong.
For the first part, I think that it's important that we pick our strongest candidate. I'm not sure, but I hope that everybody here agrees with that we should put forth the strongest candidate who can mobilize the most votes for the Democratic Party. And right now, for reasons we'll get into, I think that, for better or for worse, is still Joe Biden.
And yet, their audiences don't care about the truth at all. So they just live in this complete alternative reality, and I don't know how. I don't know why you would want to live there. I don't know why you would want to live in an alternative universe where things are happening in the real world. Things are happening in the real world, and you're oblivious to the things that are happening in the real world, and you just choose to live in this like completely hallucinated alternative reality. You live in Narnia, where like I'm going to prison any moment now. You know, I went to prison in China, like, and you would much rather live in that universe and just move on. I genuinely don't understand it. I don't understand it at all. You're ignoring women. What is this? No, but for real, thanks for actually covering these lawsuits since the very beginning. It's disappointing seeing so many creators who make React content not say a peep out of fear of being called snarkers. Yeah, I mean, it's disgusting. Cooked. Legal lightning round. Like, gross, dude. Gross. God damn, people are so stupid.
You can't just say I'm in favor of genocide. You gotta watch what you say. I'm not standing by this shit anymore, and I'm gonna call out people like Brendan too, because this is just bad for everyone, and it's especially egregious considering the hypocrisy of the whole free speech thing that these guys apparently love so well.
Free speech? You have free speech?
Shut up, dumbass. You're shutting down criticism, and you're pretending like it's a copyright issue. It's not. It's fair use. It's protected speech. This isn't a free speech issue. This is people are fucking getting way too comfortable slandering and saying whatever they want about people online under the guise
Okay, we
of
got
free
this.
speech. They're
Times 3.
hitting on me on the
Gary
internet.
Ward.
By the way, this guy literally calls, and ironically, he's the last person who should be calling anybody a pedophile, given his Reddit, his Reddit accounts that were unearthed. But he also literally calls every person that he hates a pedophile all the goddamn time. Talking about slander. You want to talk about defamation? I have his ass dead to rights. There is a literal article that he read about the brothel that I went to in 2010. I got raided in 2016, knowing full well that the accusations by the state are wrong, and that the brothel was able to successfully sue the state. He knows the truth, and yet he still participates in this slander over and over again. He should be feeling real happy that I don't pursue this kind of shit.
You know, I wish I could just delete them off the internet. You know, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be just convenient?
Yeah, he's also literally suing Noah Samson as well. Again, no consequences. Well, thank God, a judge actually is issuing a little bit of consequences. Yeah, the brothel lies, even though he personally debunked it. Ethan Klein is smearing Son again. He says the brothel was raided for human trafficking in 2021.
Poison damage is up.
All accusations were unfounded and false. Berlin had to pay 250,000 euros in damages. And Ethan Klein
That's
knows
it.
that
That's it
because
for this game.
Reddit
That's all, folks.
unstreamed
Please
next
like,
to me.
subscribe, click the bell, leave a comment. Love you guys. Bye bye. Save. Stop recording.